Today, I'm going to tell you about 7 tools that you need to have in your shop. And the best thing is, all of these tools are under $30. And if you stick around to the end of the video, I might even, in fact, I will give you a few bonus tools under 30 bucks. Let's get started. First up, we have these finishing triangles. Now, these are amazing. You can buy them in packs of like 20 or 30, I'm pretty sure. And these triangles essentially can help you finish cutting boards, picture for that to dry to flip it over. You can put the finish on one side, flip it over, finish the other side. And so they're cut my finishing time in half, which is so helpful. Now, after you've done woodworking for probably a year or two, you probably have come across a situation where you're building maybe a table or a bar top or something awesome like that. You're working with a big live edge slab and you come across a crack in the slab. And you're like, oh my goodness, do I need to shorten this slab and just cut the crack off? Don't do that. Instead, install a bow tie to prevent that split in the slab from widening. And the way that you do this, a great way to do this, is by having a bow tie template. Now this template I advise that you can trace out and then cut on the bandsaw. And so this is just handy to have. You can put it over the crack and figure out which bow tie size you want to use, trace it out on whatever your material is, and then install the bow tie. That right up here. So if you're interested in 3 blocks, if you have seen because it measures exactly 1 inch on this side, 2 inches this way, and 3 inches this way. And there are so many uses. Bead square to make sure you have table saw blades or bandsaw blades perfectly square with the work surface. You can also use these as measuring repeatable cuts. And so if you want to have your table saw blade exactly 2 inches away from the fence, for example, and the fence. These are amazing. They usually come in sets of these in the description. The description, by the way, in every one of my videos always has tons of helpful links. Check out if you need this tool and you don't have it, you will win, right? And so handy. Like I said, if I was great, this one's DeWalt. It is a plug cutter. Now you can get sets of these in super simple tool to have. I really recommend picking up a set of these. It'll hide your screw heads anytime you're doing a butt joint, or even just securing like planks onto an Adirondack chair. If you want to take the niceness level, the way it looks, if you want to take it to the next level, these plug cutters will really help. Another tool that you should have in your shop, just on hold, you need to have foam brushes that I use for stain or polyurethane. I think these brushes apply polyurethanes and stains super well. It does. Last but not least, before the bonuses, we have a rubber epoxy coaster mold. Now, if you're like me, you always have scrap wood laying around in the shop, and also you're always looking for a quick, easy project to make for friends or family, especially around Christmas time or maybe around someone's birthday. And epoxy coasters can be a hit. All you have to do is insert wood or even pebbles or whatever you want in the mold, pour your epoxy, let it dry, and then it peels right out. It is zero leak. There's absolutely zero epoxy that sticks in these. In fact, I just pulled an epoxy coaster out of this. And so these are really great if you want to make some epoxy coasters. I will link these in the description. They work amazing. Okay, and last but not least, I have 2 bonus tools for you under $30. First up, we have this shop pencil. Now this is a better shop pencil because it lets you get more accurate lines. Also, it comes with refillable lead, and so I think that's really nice. It has a nice case, so you don't poke yourself in the eye with it. You can even clip it to your shirt. Easy as pie. And then I just whip it out, mark up whatever I need to mark up, boom. I prefer these to just a normal pencil. I think they're much more accurate because of the design of the pencil. I know it seems so simple, but believe it or not, if you improve the accuracy of your pencil marks, you'll actually improve the quality of your woodworking. And the last bonus tool, this tool took my woodworking to the next level. probably more than any other tool that I've ever purchased, and that is a digital angle gauge. This digital angle gauge will give you the degree to the 10th degree. So it gives you 10th degree accuracy. And it is so good because if you're making a picture frame that's maybe pretty big for a poster and you're trying to cut 45-degree joints exactly, but maybe your joint is 45.5 or 44.6, you'll realize even a small difference, a small inaccuracy there can lead to your picture frame not fitting together. And it is the most frustrating thing in the universe. The digital angle gauge will help you not run into this frustration. And so they're definitely worth it. This one's right around $30, I believe. I will link it in the description. You want to check the description out for this video. Tons of great stuff down there, but these are amazing. One more reason that these are really helpful to have in your shop is that not every shop floor is perfectly 0 degrees. And so if your shop's like mine, there's like a 0.4 degree angle going this way, which means it's got a super helpful feature where you can zero out, and so you can reference blades against tables even if that table is not at 0 degrees. These are great. Pick up one if you don't already have one in your shop. I bet you will not regret it. Hey, before you go, I have a favor to ask. I've shared with you what some of my favorite tools are under $30, right around the $30 mark, but what are some of your favorite tools? I would love to know. I bet that a lot of you guys and gals have tools that have been super helpful for you that I probably don't even know about. So let me know in the comments, what tools, what cheap tools have you found helpful in your shop? Let me know. I will be reading through those and responding to those. Thank you so much for watching this video. And if you liked this video, I bet you will love this video. So check it out.